Hello, this is Suzanne Wachtel, and today's podcast is about grief and the holidays, referred to sometimes as the holiday blues. I want to give you some tips if you're in grief, or you tend to grieve, or you're going through grief during the holiday season. It's just so difficult sometimes. It's supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year. The movies, the commercials, the songs, everyone puts up an illusion, or maybe it's true for them, that it's joyful and fun, filled with family and friends and gifts and abundance and joy. However, if you're grieving, the holidays can feel anything but festive. It's a hard time because in a way you're supposed to be quote unquote happy this time of year, but yet sometimes it's almost a trigger, and it makes it so much more apparent that your loved one is absent from the festivities, from the family, from the group, from everywhere. And it's a very obvious and very difficult time to really carry through as if nothing's going on for you. So I've made a list of some tips. I've written articles about this because so many people, first of all, holidays are tough if you're not grieving sometimes. But if you are grieving, and especially in active grief, which to me is the first year and second year, it's very difficult to be happy. So what I have put together is you have to use a bit of magical thinking, a bit of your imagination. So sometimes I feel that, like, if you celebrate with a Hanukkah or Christmas, get a little gift in honor of your loved one that's not present. It's symbolic and it keeps them alive, even if it's just, a little thing, a crystal perhaps, something. Another thing is, watch their favorite movie. Make their recipe. If your loved one loved chocolate chip cookies, make chocolate chip cookies. The sensories, the smell will bring back their memory. Making something that they always made. That also, I do that with my grandma. I recreate many of her recipes during holiday time because then the house smells like it used to when she was here, and the taste and the oral fixation of food that I enjoyed with her when I was young. And every year I do that tradition and keeping her alive. Don't hold your feelings in. Talk about it. Talk about your loved one. What would they be doing? What would they think? And not obsess, but definitely keep them in active conversation so it keeps them alive in a way. If you're telling a story about someone who's not there, it's almost like you're bringing them to the group, right? Because you're talking about them, giving that energy to your loved one. And everyone can grieve their own way. There's no right or wrong way to grieve. If going to a favorite destination that they love, like going to the beach and watching the sunrise, or watching the movie Christmas Story, whatever it is that you enjoyed with your loved one, if it brings comfort, then do it. I will say, try not to isolate. Try not to isolate and be alone. And if you're feeling sad, it is important to find like-minded people, maybe others that are also actively grieving, or people that knew your loved one, that you can share your feelings. And just being understood is very helpful. Another thing is, on the holiday time, it's really important to take care of yourself, your own needs. Maybe go for a massage, go get your hair done, buy yourself something nice. That is so important, to get good sleep, rest, nutrition. And if you want ice cream and it makes you feel better, have that ice cream. It's not a time to deny yourself. So I will validate that during the holidays, from Thanksgiving through the New Year, it can be very challenging and very difficult when you're grieving to be faced with all of this happiness and these festivities. And at times, you know, you may be able to put it aside and enjoy and really have a great time. But there may be moments where you remember your loved one isn't there and you feel sad. And that's okay. Allow yourself to feel. Feeling is good. You get through the feeling, and even crying is a release and a let go of pressure. So anything that will bring you comfort, really pampering yourself because you're a little fragile more than usual, doing things that feel good, talking about your loved one and their favorite things, and really trying to embrace the memories. Memories are wonderful. I worked at a nursing home one year during my internship, and one of the most favorite activities that we did as a group was reminiscing. And when people reminisced about their past and happy moments and happy occasions and pleasant things, their faces would light up with joy as if they were reliving the moment. So I think it's super important to relive many moments, even in your mind, photographs, stories, recipes, places, things. It really helps you feel close to your loved one, even if they're not physically there. So these are my tips for the holidays. And hopefully this will, if you incorporate some of them, it will help you get through them. And this is not uncommon, and just know you're not alone. Many people, even when they're not grieving, struggle through the holiday time. So hopefully with some of these tips and suggestions, you will not only get through the holidays, but you may get through them with joy and some new wonderful memories. That is my hope for you. Well, nevertheless, happy holiday, happy new year, and may it be peaceful and joyful as possible. Take care. Bye-bye.